Hello everybody, my name is Mr. Fossil from Business 101. Today we're going to be going over recruitment and selection of employees. This is for the GCSE level for the AQA exam board. Now let's get started. One of the most important aspects of a business is its employees. Businesses must have good recruitment and selection techniques in place so that they find the best employees when they need them. Recruitment is the process of deciding who will fulfill a specific job role, which is essential to ensure that businesses have enough employees with the right skills and experiences. A business may need to find new employees as a result of setting up a new business, growth, entering new markets or diversification, and employees leaving. Businesses are keen to find the right person to fill the vacancy. This will mean the business gets the skills they need and the new employee is less likely to leave the business soon after starting. Finding the best employees will lead to high levels of productivity, high quality products or customer service, and higher staff retention rates. Methods of recruitment and selection of employees. So a business will go through a number of stages known as the recruitment process. These stages are identifying the job vacancy using job analysis, writing a job description and person specification, advertising the job vacancy, collecting the applications, shortlisting the applicants, selecting a successful candidate, and appointing them the role. There are a number of documents and selection methods that form part of the recruitment process. Documents include a job analysis, person specification, job description, application form and CV. Selection methods include elements such as interviews, testing, and assessment centers. So, job analysis, what is this? The first step of the recruitment process is job analysis. This is when a business collects and interprets information about a job vacancy to make sure the managers of the business know the type of person they need to recruit. Person specification. A person specification is a document created by a business that wants to fill a vacancy. This document provides information about the type of person the business wants to hire. A person specification includes details about the educational background, skills, and experience the business wants applicants to have. Often, a person specification is split into two sections, essential and desirable. If a skill or experience is essential, a person must have it in order to apply for the role. An example could be experience in a similar role or a certain qualification. However, if something is classed as desirable, it is not necessarily a necessity for the role, although it may give applicants a better chance of getting the job. An example could be having a master's degree when all you really need is, let's say, an undergrad degree. Job description. A job description is another document produced by a business that wants to fill a vacancy. Its main purpose is to list all of the duties that are required in the role. A job description may include the job title, rate of pay or salary, hours of work, location of work, all duties included in the role, and whom the new employee would report to in the business. Application form. So an application form is completed by a potential employee applying for a job. Application forms include a series of questions for an applicant to answer and a section for applicants to write about why they are suited for the job. This allows a business to learn more about the applicants and their experiences. Sometimes, instead of completing an application form, a potential employee is asked to write a letter of application, also known as a cover letter. In a letter of application, applicants must demonstrate why they should be employed to fulfill the job role. CV. A CV or curriculum vitae is a document that applicants complete and submit alongside a job application. It is a personal document that includes information about an applicant's skills, experience, qualifications, and hobbies. This document is used by a business to decide whether applicants match the requirements of the person specification. Some roles only require a CV with no application form, as this may encourage more applicants to apply. Selection. After the closing date for applications, the business must select the best applicants. This first step in this process is to produce a shortlist. This is completed by reading through applications and deciding which ones meet the needs of the business. Once a business has chosen a shortlist, they may choose the best applicant through a number of future selection methods. Interviews. Interviews are the most common form of selection. These are meetings either face-to-face, via telephone, or through a video link between the employer and the applicant, where questions are asked to assess how suitable an applicant is for the job role. Some businesses undertake group interviews where a number of applicants will be interviewed at the same time. Psychometric tests. Psychometric tests are designed to measure aspects of an applicant's personality by asking a series of multiple choice questions. Businesses use the results to judge which applicant is the most suitable for the job and who will fit in best in the workplace. Businesses also use assessment centers to select employees. In an assessment center, applicants will be asked to complete a number of tasks such as role play, psychometric tests, interviews, and practical tasks. Internal recruitment is when a business fills a job vacancy with an existing member of staff. This could be as a promotion to a higher position or a transferring of an employee to a different area of the business. Job vacancies may be advertised via word of mouth, employee newsletters, staff notice boards, or internal emails or the internet. So what are some advantages and disadvantages of internal recruitment, I hear you ask? Well, let's go over them. Advantages can be applicants already having an understanding of the business and how it works, applicants already knowing their co-workers. Promoting employees to a more senior role may increase motivation, not only in that employee, but also in other employees on that lower level who now believe that they can go up through the ranks. And no need for expensive advertising, recruitment, and selection processes. So what are the disadvantages? Well, a limited number of applicants, so the firm may miss out on a better applicant externally, and the business may have to pay for training to ensure the employee has the skills needed for the job. Now let's move on to contracts of employment, shall we? So a contract of employment should be given to every employee within 2 months of starting work. It is a legal agreement between the employer and the employee, which sets out the terms and conditions of employment, including their working hours, their pay, holidays, duties, place of work, and the notice period required for leaving the contract. There are a number of different types of contracts that an employee could be given. The main ones include full-time, part-time, job share, and 0-hour contracts. Often, a business will have a mixture of employees with a range of different employment contracts. Now let's go over them all, shall we? So, full-time. A full-time employee works a full working week, usually between 35 and 40 hours over 5 days each week. Full-time staff are beneficial to a business as they are likely to be more skilled and committed to the long-term success of the business. There is also better communication as full-time staff are more likely to be at work at the same time and can speak directly to each other. Moreover, full-time contracts are beneficial to employees as they will receive a higher wage than part-time employees. They are also likely to have more training opportunities and are more likely to gain promotion because they spend more time at work. A part-time employee works fewer hours than the normal working week, usually between 10 and 30 hours per week. Part-time employees are beneficial to a business as they help during busy periods, or they may complete a role that does not require them to work full-time. For example, restaurants and bars may employ more staff at the weekend, but not in the weekdays. Part-time contracts are beneficial to employees as it allows them to work around other commitments such as childcare. Some older employees may not want to retire but may no longer want to work full-time, and therefore part-time suits them better. And finally, job share and zero-hour contracts. So a job share is when 2 or more employees combine to fill one job role. This is good for employees who want to work part-time hours and can bring more skills into the business. And as for zero-hour contracts mean that an employee has no set or guaranteed hours of work. So for example, one week they may work for 5 hours and the next they may work for 30 hours. This gives the business flexibility to meet increases in demand without having to pay staff when they are not needed. However, employees will not have job security or a regular level of income, which could make them less loyal to the business. And that is everything for today's lesson, everybody. I hope everybody learned something or has some good revision from this video. Any questions that were not answered, leave in the comments and I will answer as soon as possible. Leave a like on the video if it helped you in any sort of way, and do subscribe to the channel as we will be dropping more lessons in the future very, very frequently. Thank you, everyone. Goodbye.